your children, what kind of intentions do you have, and do you go out into the bookstores really to follow through on that intention, if it is an intention to keep positive role modeling, positive stories and empowering narratives for your children? Give me a call on 0861-987-000. Dolores Oldjohn, hello.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's really great to have you here. So why is this a big passion of yours?
It was never actually a passion. So my youngest daughter, the one that I brought here in the studio, actually had a problem with her speech.
Okay.
And from those debilitating exercises that we had to take with the speech therapist, I found myself looking for words. I found myself in libraries. I found myself very frustrated. And because I remember the last time, our last visit, the speech therapist said she will always struggle to read. She will always be slow in school. She will actually be in a purple file. And I asked, what is a purple file? You know, that she will be considered a slow learner. So as a mother,
Gee whiz.
I was frustrated. I was distressed. I longed for my child. I prayed for my child.
Yes.
I dreamt for my child.
Yes.
And I said to myself, impossible does not exist. So out of that, I found myself teaching her every day the words. I found myself writing stories for her, and she liked the stories. The big sister also liked the stories, and as they say, the rest is history. I brought her here because I wanted to read for you, because sometimes we allow doctors to say to us, this is the end, and for me, I felt that it is not the end, it is the beginning of a beautiful journey.
Wow. Okay, so did you find challenge in getting access to the books, to the reading material? Was that a challenging thing for you as a mom?
Yes, it was actually very challenging, because you get to the library and everything is talking animals. And at that time, because in her formative years, she just missed a whole lot of things. Like, I mean, my daughter was 3 years, she couldn't even say mama. And I think because I've had a child before her, I was more comparing the two, because I felt that
it's very natural.
Yes, what went wrong? What is it that I missed?
Yeah.
You know, and I found myself very frustrated at the libraries and stuff, because there were things that I wanted her to learn, things inside just our household. So things like, okay, mommy, I'm asking for a yogurt, and where's the yogurt in the fridge? You know, you can't find books like that relates. Yes, so hence I started writing myself. And because now I have a challenge of raising two daughters at the same time, I couldn't just neglect the other one. So the other one was also having, must I call it a personality? So hence
She's rolling her eyes. Oh, I know this child. I am this child.
So I saw myself writing a book that speaks about values, because I wanted her to know herself. I wanted her to know others, so that she'd be able to share this enormous space freely, because, you know, as mothers, we expect a lot from our teachers, that our teachers must just do everything. We don't want to teach our children about the importance of values. Take, for instance, with the first chapter here, attitude, is basically about these two. So I just want, and a lot of times I always say to the mothers out there, we need to put context when we speak to our children.
Explain that to me. What do you mean?
Because it's one thing to say you have a bad attitude. What exactly are you saying to the child? So sit them down and say, you know what, the reason why I'm saying you have a bad attitude, this is how you should. You know, there's this story I tell them all the time about the lion.
Yes.
That the lion is the king of the jungle. And the lion, every time he sees an elephant, he sees food. If he sees a rhino, he sees food.
Yeah.
But what happens when the elephant sees the lion? Eater. So it's all about attitude.
Right.
Every day of your life, you wake up, you have the choice to either see it as a good day or a bad day. I mean, take, for instance, the other day, she went to school. She felt that the teacher didn't like her, so she just decided to switch off. So she missed out on that class. and who has to pick up the pieces? Mommy, dearest, because now I have
Well,
to
also she has to pick up the pieces, because then you have to catch up on all of the work that you missed in class.
True.
Yeah.
And that's another thing also with school.
Yeah.